ultimately, the bill that was presented to Parliament was misleading. It was a misrepresentation of the position. And we took a firm and principled stance against a bill that we understood to be not what it should have been doing on the tin, ultimately. So that is why we voted against the bill at the second reading of the bill when it became an act. And it was very unfair to describe anything else, but that was what the GSD position was at the time, and that's what the GSD position remains to be the case today. What the Chief Minister has now decided to, in an 11th hour complete change in respect of their position, is to hold a referendum of the bill. Now, if the bill itself was flawed, and if the bill we opposed was not in the interest, in our respectful view, of the general wishes of this community, how can we adopt a different position? How can we now go to a referendum at this stage and say that the flawed bill that we voted against, we should vote in favour of now? We can't do that. What we need to do now as a party is reflect on what's happened, reflect on the last minute change by the government, and provide this community with our policy running into the next general election.
Your argument is that this bill goes beyond those limited instances of fetal abnormality, rape and incest. But it's as notoriously difficult to prove rape and incest in court and almost impossible to prove within a 12-week term. So how exactly would you legislate to define this more narrowly than the bill that's currently before us?
Look, I'll give you my honest answer about that. One, I am not an expert in abortion. I would be seeking expert evidence in respect of abortion laws.
Have you sought it?
Sorry?
Have you sought this to present an alternative at the moment? Or?
I haven't sought expert evidence, no. It is an expensive exercise, of course it is. It is something that I think this community deserves. And in fact, one of the options that was deployed in Parliament on Friday was by the Honourable Daniel Feetham, in which he said, let us ask the Supreme Court to declare this issue, make a declaration on this question of the exceptions. And why not? That is an option, but it's part of many, many options that we can discuss on the question of abortion.